And we met up with Thomas, and Jerry's going to ask him a few questions.
Okay, this muscle right here, what is it called?
A bicep?
Good job.
That's right.
Nice.
What about this muscle right here? This one.
Tricep. I don't know.
One last one. What do you call this muscle right here?
Abs?
Correct.
Nice. Thank you, Thomas. Drew, go ahead and demonstrate how you'd work out your arms. Alright, thank you, Drew. And can you tell us exactly what you worked out in that segment?
Well, with this exercise, I worked on my biceps.
Oh, sorry, you caught me at an awkward moment there. Just for a review though, these are the biceps and these are the triceps. Right now, Jerry's taking some multivites with some vitamin D, and as he's chewing right now, he's using his masseter, which is right on the side of your cheek, and the temporalis, which is kind of over here, kind of to the side of your eyebrow. So the temporalis and the masseter, temporalis up top, masseter on the cheek, are the two really main muscles that you use to chew, and then different body functions will digest that food.
With this exercise, Roshan is working out his rectus abdominis. In order for you to get that six-pack you want, you got to work out your internal and external obliques. Go ahead.
Alright.
Alright, Roshan, time to work out your transverse abdominis.
It's going to be tough. So right now Drew's about to work out his posterior muscles, trapezius, latissimus dorsi, his erector spinae, and his deltoid. Go ahead, Drew. And here Drew's aiming for maximum extension to get the result. So just a quick review, these are the quads, and then this right here are your calves.
So by whistling, I'm working my buccinator and my orbicularis oris. So by blinking, I'm using my orbicularis oculi. So for the trunk, the main muscles to know are the pectoralis major and the pectoralis minor. As for the neck, the main muscle is the sternocleidomastoid, which allows you to move your head from side to side.
I'm about to work out.
Tell us about some muscle disorders.
Well, if I remember correctly, one of the most common ones is muscular dystrophy. And it's basically when a group of muscle diseases weaken the musculoskeletal system, and they pretty much hamper the locomotion or movement. So people with dystrophy, they basically have progressive skeletal muscle weaknesses, which results in kind of a defect of your muscle protein, and therefore death in muscle cells. So a lot of people with dystrophy end up having to live the rest of their life in a wheelchair, unfortunately. And there are some foundations, like the Muscular Dystrophy Association, which attempts to find cures and helps people with dystrophy. Drew's about to demonstrate the latent period first, which is when there's absolutely no movement. Next, he'll do the contraction period, which lasts for around 10 to 100 milliseconds, and the muscle actually shortens in size. Finally, he'll go into the period of relaxation, which is the last 10 to 100 milliseconds, in which muscle tension goes to zero, and the muscle returns to its original size.
And adduction is moving a limb back towards the medial plane of the body. It is movement around the longitudinal axis. It's classified as either lateral rotation or medial rotation. Pronation is moving the hand from a palm upwards face. Pronation is essentially moving the hand from palm facing upwards to palm facing downwards. The opposite is supination. These movements both only apply to the forearm. That's it. Flexion decreases the angle of the joint and brings the muscles closer together. The opposite is extension, which increases the angle of the joint.
Eversion, which is basically when you rotate your foot outwards, like so. So starting here, moving here, and then demonstrate inversion, which is basically when you start straight and you move using the outside of your foot. So a lot of soccer players do this to kind of curve the ball. So here, I'll go and demonstrate. So start lining up straight, then move through the ball using the outside of my foot and kicking through it to get kind of a curve. Dorsiflexion by stalling the ball in this foot. Dorsiflexion by stalling the ball in his foot. Demonstrate plantarflexion by stopping the ball's momentum.